Yeah, the flyer, the post said 12 o'clock, and it is now. Yeah. So, oh, okay. No, it's 12. It's 12 p.m. my side. What time is this? Where you?
Yeah, it's your side. Your side.
Oh, okay, okay. I had it confused. I
It's
had
one my
myself
side.
confused. Got it, got it, got it.
Your
Okay.
side.
I thought we were a little behind the schedule, but we're right on time perfectly. You guys wouldn't believe we had a
Hmm.
few technical issues, etc. But I'll throw that in as well. All good. So
For sure. For
first
sure.
off, if you don't know this by now or before, if you've seen my channel, etc., I am the Brokage. I am doing a. We're gonna be doing some lives daily, where me and my brother here, Jack and Advisor, are going to be
Link
chopping
in
it up with you
description.
guys. Yeah, link in description. Yeah, a little. I think you got a little bit of delay. No, no worries though. It's all good. But yeah. So we'll chop it up with you
Okay.
guys. We get to have a conversation. We're gonna have fun, etc. Uh, I want you to tune in daily. So what I'm going to start off here with, we have a few topics. First thing I want to talk about here with Dragon is our posting schedule. So you guys know exactly where to win and what days to tune in for what content, because we're going to be doing like a playlist style thing. We have many interests, and
Yeah.
each myself and my brother here have our expertise in you know whatnot, what we're professionally good in. Me personally, more into entertainment style content creator. I'll be doing fitness, anime, those two things I'll be focusing on. So Mondays, Tuesdays, I'll be posting fitness videos.
Hmm.
If you want to see what those look like, Mondays will be the actual, techniques, working out, what kind of equipment you may need, etc. I specialize in calisthenics, so no excuses. If you ain't got a gym, I'm going to show you how to do it. So
Hmm.
that's one of the things I'll be specializing in. And then the following day, Tuesday is going to be the day that I will be doing like kind of what I call fitness accessories. So we're talking about nutrition, we'll be talking about equipment, we'll be talking about optimal vitamins and things that you may want to use, may not want to use. What's phony and what's
Hmm.
real. What on the shelf is a fraud. So we'll be pointing that out as well.
Yeah.
Granted,
Yeah.
granted, like I said, I've said
And
this
we know
before.
there's
I'm not
millions
that
of
interested.
anime lovers out there, so definitely tune
Yes, just was getting to that. So Wednesdays is our transition. That's the hump of the week. So we're gonna kind of like that's gonna be the day where you really can ask as many questions as you like. You really get to talk to us, tune in, etc. So your opportunity to really pick this guy's brain. He
in. Hmm.
is the person I turn to all the time when I have financial questions, things I want to know about the economy, what's going on in the world, etc. He keeps his ear to the ground. Spider-Man for the internet. So you guys want to hear, live facts and things that are
Appreciate you.
hitting interesting things that pertain to us in our everyday life, especially like I said, business. Because I dabble in business myself. I'm a techie, but my brother's got it. So we will definitely both be there to talk about that. Things maybe you may have questions on that. We want to see everybody win. So that is one of our goals by sharing that information with you. Uh, Coming forward to Thursdays,
Yep.
straight to Saturday, we will be posting what I consider the bread and butter of my content. We're going to be talking about webtoons. So, like webtoons or manhwas, whatever you call it, the less popular form of comic books and manga. So webtoons and manhwa kind of what fits that would be like solo
Hmm.
leveling. That
Hmm.
was go. You wouldn't believe solo leveling was out for years before it came out as an anime. So, hats off to you guys. Big news, man. I'm super happy that they actually were able to
True.
become an anime.
True.
I tell you, me and my brother freaked
Yeah,
out.
definitely. Anime
Yeah,
lovers, we have power. We have power.
we're yes, 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 yes. Uh, um, so I'm gonna tell you guys exactly which webtoons I do want to be looking at. We're gonna be doing like a conversational style thing. No, I'm sorry, I don't want to take over
Hmm.
and talk the whole time. Anything you wanted to talk about as far as like what I mentioned, Dragon?
No, actually, everything's on point. Just saying, we need to get Brokage. So it's the at is in description. So we need to get that up to at least 50 subscribers. So please, if you love the content, go over there, immediately subscribe because that's where the content is going to be coming from. My side is a little bit more business, as Marcus says, business related to fitness. We're going to do um, some business, but his is going to be mainly fitness and anime. So that's what we're going to do on his side. So definitely go over there, subscribe, and we appreciate the support.
Yep, yep, yeah. And again, big ups to my brother for allowing me to hijack his platform here for a little bit, get a little attention, a little love my way. I'm very thankful. But as he said, there's
No
going
worries
to
at all.
be tons of
No worries at all.
more of this content I'm talking about that's going to be more primary on my channel. And if you guys happen to hear me maybe talking over Dragon or anything, I don't know if you
Mhm.
guys can see it on your end, but on my side, there is a little bit of delay. So naturally, I would stop talking, but I sometimes I don't hear him right away. So
Yeah,
just
there's
letting
a
you guys
delay,
know.
guys.
Yeah. But to
No,
pick
he's
back up
normally
where I
rude.
said,
He's normally rude, but because of
usually,
the delay, he's more rude than usual. So that's good.
exactly. So rude boy. Um, yeah. So like I was saying though, between Thursdays and Saturdays, we're gonna be you know banging out some webtoon content. And then Sunday, you guys can get a break from my ugly mug. So now you could just dream about us on Sundays, etc. And just wait for the next content Mondays picking back up. But I can't explain how excited I am for me and my brother to really get this channel up and going off the ground. I'm definitely following to my guy's footsteps. He's the one that's been posting consistently, so he was able to get his live up, etc. I can't stress it enough. Definitely check the channel out. And without further ado, our first topic we wanted to talk about. So I've seen this on online. Who in the One Piece in the One Piece fan, yeah, in the One Piece world, who do you think on the villain side? Who would you like to see come back? I have a top five list of like who I'm looking forward to seeing come back. Um, so I'm gonna do this from
Mhm.
five to one, in that order. So the first person that I was thinking about was the Foxy Pirates. I don't know if you guys remember them early on in the season. Um, he was the pirate with the slow fruit powers, so he could slow things down, etc. I think him coming back would be pretty funny and fun. Because I mean, it doesn't have to all be serious, Like
True. Very
there's a
underrated.
lot. Yeah, there's a lot of fun potential coming in that
Exactly.
could come from that, and then I can only imagine the goofiness that would happen when you get Gear Five involved with the Foxy Pirates and their regular goofiness. Like that's gonna be a class A funny episode. We get to see the return
True.
of the
So
strongest
true.
form ever, which
It would be
is
crazy.
Afro-headed
It would
Luffy.
be crazy.
So Afro-headed
Mhm.
Luffy, strongest form. You heard it here first.
100.
If you
Exactly.
don't believe me, go
Exactly.
and
It's
look
like
it
if
up.
you
Even Robin confirmed it. Robin was like, "Oh, he's got that afro." So
it's legit.
if you guys agree on that one, leave a little comment. You tell me what you think about the Foxy Pirates coming back. Um, that was number five. Number four. Mhm.
You want to do them in order, or you want to go through it now, or are you gonna name all of them first?
I was gonna go through them each by one by one. So if you know one, you want to jump one in that you want to do. Hey, go ahead.
Okay,
Because
easy.
from the list I sent you, that's my list. But
Yeah. Well, just to give a little bit of detail on, yeah, yeah, which is the same. I'm going to discuss the same thing. But for me, the detail that I will add with the Foxy Pirates is something that definitely comes out of left field. And even though it might seem, a side story that very unimportant, like their abilities and what they could have done, if they were actually to be taken seriously, could be really detrimental. You see that a lot in One Piece. There could be some abilities out there that would be crazy, but because they're not seen as part of the main story, they're subbed for other characters.
Mhm. 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 Yeah, I agree. I agree. And like I could just imagine what the fights and stuff are gonna look like. Cause y'all been seeing the animation studio for One Piece like later down the road have just been eating. They have just eating it up, man. They're doing the thing. So I would love to see I'd love to see how they
Mhm.
portray them now in the newer style of the
Exactly.
anime. Because that's gonna
They kill
be
that.
yeah, that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire.
Right. Exactly. The artwork for right now is legendary. Like I've never seen anything. It's literally movie production animation
Mhm.
that are giving us in episodes. Like we need to be thankful. Say your
Mhm.
prayers, be thankful because that is some good stuff.
On point. Um, so the next person I want to see come back is I mean it's not really specific order, but I'll name Inel or Inaru, whichever one you want to call it. Fun fact: Inaru and Inel is the same person. If you didn't know by now, Inel is just a more popular American spelling or pronunciation,
Mhm.
whereas Inaru is the Japanese, more correct Japanese version. But yeah,
But no.
that
Mhm.
guy, he's like tied for my two favorite villains. If you guys can
Right.
guess my second favorite villain, my first villain is the second you guys can put it in the comments, and then I'll reveal it later on in the video.
Mhm.
But Enel is fire. So I personally think that if with proper training, etc., Enel could have easily been an admiral if he wanted to be, and he'd be, in my opinion, on par with Kizaru. Considering Kizaru, yes, he's made of light, but then like Enel also
Mhm.
being made of lightning is similar. He would be able to match he should be able to match Enel. I mean, sorry, not Enel, Kizaru in light speed. Now,
Yeah.
granted, I know you guys are thinking he's lightning, so he's going to move at lightning based speeds. That
Yeah.
makes
In
sense.
speed.
That does make sense, but I'd like to err on the side that I think that he would be able to move, you know, at light speeds, etc., kind of like Kizaru. And like, I'll let Joe chime in here because, like I said, I'm getting the list. I don't know when he wants to speak.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty much the same. I mean, if there's a percentage of light that is a little bit more, it's a little bit more. Yeah, if a percentage of light is like just like 2 or 3% higher than lightning, it's really not going to make that much difference in these whole scheme of things. And where also, like I pointed out to Marcus earlier, um, the thing they miss is actually light effects on stuff. They haven't showed that really because light has a laser effect, it has heat in effect. You know,
Mm-hmm.
light can do a lot
Mm-hmm.
of things, but they haven't really showcased that with Kizu. But with Anaru, you definitely see how lightning affects everything when he transforms into lightning. So keep that in
Bro,
mind when you're talking about
his
the two for
his
sure.
control over his ability is pretty fire. Cause like you remember he welded freaking gold out of the side of the ship and trapped Luffy in it. So like his control and his understanding of his fruit is already fire. And
Next
then
level.
I'm gonna let Joe say it, or I'm gonna let Dragon say it. But he brought something up,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
You guys, if you're caught up, I don't know if you're caught up. You should be. If you're caught up, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! One more time, spoiler alert! And even with me saying spoiler alert so many times, I'm still gonna speak in code.
Should be
So somebody has the
true.
power to affect a
Positivity.
entire island, and then I'll let Joe take it from there because he mentioned it earlier.
Yes. So that's the thing. Like I brought it up. So in One Piece, there's such a thing. Well, now the big thing is that an island could be, wiped from right from existence, and that's the big thing now. Like everyone's talking about that this new ability that people have. But the thing is, a lot of people forgot. Anaru was doing this from the get go. Like you
I
didn't
never was
listen to
doing it
what my
before. It
guy
was
says.
cool.
Like he was nuclear your nation off of the planet. Okay, that was legit. It. Like don't mess because you're gone. And not just you. You're exactly. And a lot of people miss that. I don't hear people talk about that now. That should have been a comparison, but people forgot. People forgot. But hey, you got the two
Mhm.
guys here, so we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, and I mean, like this could turn into a whole like email respect thread, really and truly. It could turn into a whole video on all the cool things he done. But I mean, like he was the first example of observation hockey, which his was like as advanced as Katakuri's. Because remember, you run into Katakuri. Katakuri could see the future.
Mhm.
That's how advanced his observation hockey was. So it
Yeah,
was the same
exactly.
with Enel actually showcased that first, and his was
Hmm.
island wide. Like his throughout the
Yeah,
entire island, he knew what was going on. He could see everything. He knew what was going to happen, etc. Like, and he had taught it to his subordinates. So
exactly.
Inaru really
Right?
was the
100%.
first
100%.
first
What was
interaction
going
with
on?
observation hockey. Then you have the
Exactly.
fact that
So
like
true.
you have the single fact that
Hmm.
you know the only reason he lost was plot and typing. He had the worst opponent ever.
Hakeem,
um
yeah.
so this is our first, also this is our first like actual showcase of Luffy possibly being rubber, which we know that's not the case now. We know that he's not rubber, but it's interesting how they
Literally.
showcased that back then,
Literally.
that like he was, his
Literally.
only weakness was that Luffy was rubber. So that was just a bad matchup. But other than that, guy was, he was omniscient. He had the
Yeah.
power to wipe out islands, and if he had gotten off of that island, if he had gotten out of Skypiea, the
Bad.
blue line would have
Literally.
known. So that, and I see Joe talking. So
Mhm. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Um, no Luffy, we would have had the king of, yeah, no Luffy would have the king of the pirate speed now. 100%. There's no one that's going to get it other than him. Like maybe there would have been a clash between Shanks and him, but I'm telling you, with wide ranging attacks like that, mm, nobody, not even Blackbeard. And I'm saying this now, not even Blackbeard.
I I want to say I'm not gonna be as dangerous as my brother here, because I know you're all no, he's not over here typing away in the comments. There's no way he can beat Blackbeard. Like, relax. It's an opinion. It's all conversation. But I will say this in response to what what Dragon was saying is that, in response to that, is that the funny thing is
Telling
that
you,
I personally think that he would go the admiral route. I don't know why. It's just that, okay. No, I do kind of know why. All of the most of the Logia fruit users are admirals. So
mm,
in that sense, I feel like he would probably be an admiral. But then, in the sense of the fact that he wanted to just take over the world, he's probably going to be a pirate.
mm.
So, but he'd be one powerful
Okay,
pirate.
okay, mhm,
He would be one powerful pirate. Like
right,
he would, if he could get his
yeah,
if he get his hockey levels
yeah.
up, etc.
Oh my
And then
God,
the fact,
crazy, crazy, 100%,
I can see some crazy stuff coming off of this guy.
100%.
All right, I was waiting for it.
Hmm.
So that now brings us to Katakuri. I feel like there's not really a lot to
Yeah,
say why he should
yeah,
come
yeah,
back,
yeah.
because
No
who
joke.
doesn't like Katakuri? Like, who who doesn't love our donut boy, man? Like, I love Katakuri. The character design is super cool, pretty fire.
Hmm.
I like his
I'm a
backstory.
big one.
I really enjoyed his introduction. He's one of my favorite children
True,
of Big
true,
Mom. He's
true,
one of my favorite children. Him and
true.
there's another child that I think is pretty
Yeah.
cool. I can't, him and the guy that can turn his body into candy. So those are like my two favorite children by Big Mom. But yeah, Kataguri is pretty awesome. He's honorable. He's noble. I mean, he's noble. Um, you know. I consider him Luffy 2.0.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
I consider him
Yeah.
to be Luffy
Big Mom.
2.0. Especially the fact that
100%.
I mean his powers just work better. Like
Yeah.
he can, if it wasn't for Gear 5, he literally could detach limbs. He can detach parts of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Yeah. Yeah.
able to,
True. True.
he doesn't
True.
have the rubber restriction because technically it's kind of a restriction. Yes, the ability to snap back like a rubber man has
Yeah.
its
Yeah.
benefits, but in
Yeah.
my opinion, his ability is just better. So I'd love to see him come back. I want to see like I want to see because he was I think he was he's like secretly wanting
Mhm.
Luffy to win. So like he
True.
doesn't have to come back in a major way, but I just want to see like catch
Mhm.
up. What's
Mhm.
what's category doing now, kind of thing.
Yeah. 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 I think too category he really showcased this ability where he's not like directly following Big Mom's every order. That's what the other guy
Hmm.
does. The candy guy, he follows Big Mom
Yeah,
like
he does.
constant. But category, he has a mind of his own. He's like, you know what? We're actually doing this thing. I don't think we should be doing this thing, and I'm gonna kind of help the enemy to beat me so that they can win. That's the kind of thing that. So he's really honorable. He's very honorable, as you
Hmm.
said. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fully agree with that. Fully agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He's awesome. He's an awesome character. I could see him like like I said, I could see him coming back in some
So
kind of
that's
manner.
what three.
I
So we got
don't.
fourth person.
Yeah, yeah, we got a fourth person. Sorry, I still gotta wait for you to speak. Um, Fourth person is none other than my top dog, my favorite villain. Because you guys, I did tell you that Enel's tied for a favorite villain. My second
Mhm.
favorite villain is Doflamingo. I love that guy. Doflamingo is awesome. Doflamingo is awesome. Awesome reason to become a villain. The way he carries himself, the swagger, he's like a mafia boss. Like I mean, that's how the family works. Basically, it's like a
Hundred,
mafia boss.
hundred,
Man's
hundred.
cold, calculating. His only loyalty is to his family.
Mhm.
Like he's a mafia leader. He's a mafia boss. And like one thing
Yeah,
you're gonna learn about me is that I love villains. I love good villains. I like a really well written villain.
literally.
I think Dofi is one of the best written villains in the
This is a
show.
mafia.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dofi's one of the best written villains in the show. And
100%. 100%.
I kind of wish me being biased, I wish he could have gotten Yonko status,
Mhm.
but like his ability is another one that's just absolutely broken. His background with Trafalgar was pretty crazy.
Mhm.
Like he's a top tier villain. He's a top tier villain, and he needs to come back from the prison.
Mhm. Mhm. 100. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. His story is one of the best, for sure. For sure. For sure. I think there's going to be a break, though. I don't know if you see that. Like, from what I've seen so far in the with what's going on right now, the relevant stuff, they keep showcasing this prison. Like, even the last stuff, we saw like all the prisoners got up in a riot, basically to riot. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking there's going to be a prison break in the future, and we're going to see some
Oh,
leaders
most
in
deaf.
that prison.
I think that prison break will not putting any like not saying any hardcore things, but I believe that prison break is going to
Mhm.
have something to do with Blackbeard,
So you never
who
know.
is
We might see
obviously
Mister Two.
currently recruiting as much as possible. So I can totally see that being a thing, or maybe then because the Navy's kind of losing right now, they're kind of behind. Maybe the Navy might decide to turn to the prisoners
Mm,
because they was already working with pirates. The Warlord program
true.
is a pirate
True.
program, literally funded and sanctioned by the Navy. So it's not hard to believe. It's not too much to
Yeah.
believe that they don't wouldn't turn
Yeah.
to the prisoners for help, etc., aid, all of that. So you know,
Yeah. They were. True. Yeah.
yeah, I could totally see that. So yeah, like I said,
You might
Katakuri
have
coming
like.
back would
Yeah.
be pretty sick.
True.
Really and truly, I think it would be really cool for Category to join the Minx
Mhm.
because of his like his facial thing and
Yeah.
everything that was going on with him. He'd be really well
Yeah. So you
accepted there.
definitely have that. The government is definitely able to get their hands dirty, and in getting their hands dirty, they can level the power factor.
Hmm. Um.
Okay, okay, okay. True, true, true,
So,
true.
oh, sorry.
I can see that.
So last but not least, I want to say, well, I don't even have to think about this one. Last person I want to see is Big Mom. She not only I don't just want her to come back. She deserves to come back. How they did my girl is so unforgivable, so nasty. Like, don't get me wrong, Kid and Trafalgar are cool. They're not scrubs by any chance of any way, shape, or form. But them beating Big Mom,
The dawn, the dawn,
them beating Big Mom, bro. I had look.
bro.
When I tell you I seen that, I had to go back and rewatch the episode. I was like, wait, what the? Did I miss something? Did I miss a training arc? What did I miss? Dragon Balls? What happened, dude? Like,
Bro, bro.
so yeah, yeah, Trafalgar and Kid should have
Yeah,
never beat Big Mom.
yeah.
They should have never beat Big Mom. But let me get your 2 cents on that one, Dragon.
It's like they played skipped on us. It was the blank century. Never, never. Yeah, there's a lot there. There's a lot there. Like there's emotions, there's feelings, there's just a ton there. So of course, the legendary. No, we talked about all the legends, the feelings that we like from Foxy, right back to well, Foxy. We had Anaru, we had Dolphy, um, even like all of those that we've talked about in the past. Even though they have great storylines, they have amazing powers. Like I think Big Mom just tops all of that. She really
Oh,
does.
hands
Her
down,
story being
easy,
on Elbaf
easy.
is crazy. Then being with the Rock Spirits, crazier.
Hmm.
She's just legend after legend. And then to come and see two, like, he barely could have beat Virgo on the Cool Hunt.
Hmm. Hmm.
Barely could beat Virgo. And then all of a sudden she comes and is beaten by Trafalgar. Trafalgar? Really? Who's without explicits, who is Trafalgar? Like, hmm? And then Kid, like, okay, we understand Kid is this guy, but then to come and see what happened after the fact and how they were able to deal, they couldn't deal with some emperors, and
No.
that's how Big Mom was. If you're like, we need a redo, I'm gonna create a petition. We're gonna get this
Hmm.
done. She needs to come back,
Hmm.
100%,
Hmm.
100%.
Hmm. I see it. Yeah. Yeah. No, you know what? And I'm gonna chime in. I'm gonna chime in there real quick. So like
There's more to be written. More to be
we
written.
could talk about what
At least a
happened with
movie.
like yeah, a
I'll
movie would be
settle for that.
nice.
I'll settle for
We
a
could
movie.
talk about like what happened after you know Kid fought Big Mom, right? And then he lost to Shanks. That actually makes sense. I ain't gonna pro in too much. I mean, it's Shanks and come on, man, divine entry, divine entry. Like that was overkill. That was overkill for sure. That was overkill. Like Kid just came on the scene. He's feeling good
Mhm.
after beating Big Mom, and then Shanks come out of nowhere talking about divine entry. What did I ever do to you?
True, true,
Like what
but
did I ever do to you? Like,
bro, bro,
so
over,
I won't
over,
compare the two
100%.
because that is unfair
Departure,
on
bro,
many levels.
departure.
However, however, I still think when you think about Big
The,
Mom's power, right? Shanks is that guy for sure. Don't get me wrong, Shanks is that guy. But when you think
bro,
about Big Mom's power and how OP
bro,
and broken and how many uses
mm,
it has, I put her up there with them. You know, like because they're making it as if
True, true.
Shanks is just above the rest of the emperors. Which I mean, hey, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue yay or nay. I personally think
Yeah,
I can agree with that,
100%.
but I don't think Big Mom is too far behind. Or if not, I mean, like she can bring things to life. Like she look my favorite feat. She showed she called. She said, "Yo, hey Kaido, I'm finna I heard Luffy's over there. I'm pulling up. Kaido, nah, stay where
Mhm,
you at.
mhm.
Big Mom, bet I'll be there in 5 minutes." She told
No,
Kaido.
I don't think. I think she's
She said,
definitely
"Yeah, don't
second.
worry.
Definitely
I
second
wasn't
for
asking
sure.
you. I was telling you. I was showing up." Cool. The Emperor of Wano. That's how cocky and overpowered this chick is. She said, I don't need the permission. I'm showing up. I was just letting you know. Like, knock, knock, I'm here. All right, cool. All right. Right after that, she shows up. Okay, she loses her memory.
Bro,
She fell from,
100%.
crazy
100%.
amount of
She
heights,
was a pro.
etc. Right? She said, so they set her up, they tracked her, everything. And the only injury
Bro.
she got from that crazy whirlpool incident was that she lost her memory. Okay, cool. She loses her memory. She finds out Luffy is no, no, no. That's not
Bro,
why she went to the
secret
prison.
accomplice,
She
bro.
was tricked. She was tricked by the by losing her
But
memory,
imagine too.
and her motherly instincts kicked in for the little girl, right? So they're going to the prison, mind you, a prison designed to
Was
hold
right.
devil fruit
Bro,
users, made
what?
completely of sea prism stone, right? The literal gates, the doors are made of pieces of stone, and she just kicks them down like she's the police.
The soup. She
No
want to
devil
get
fruit
soup.
powers, nothing. You see what happens when you touch the devil fruit. I mean, not the devil fruit. You see what happens when you touch the
Red
sea
bean
prison
soup.
stone, right? Touch it, you lose energy, etc. Nada nada,
Bro,
yada yada, right?
bro,
Big Mom,
bro.
look out! Like just comes through, knocks the door open like they're bar doors, and walks on in. Like
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
and Trafalgar and Kid beat Big Mom.
Mm. Yeah, prison. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. Not Big Mom. Not Big. Blows it. Blows, bro, bro. Literally, right? Literally, bro, bro, bro. I'm still crying. Still crying. Another thing too, right? We need to understand this. This was strategic. The reason why that they wrote it that she lost her power is because they knew that if they had right her getting to the island with everything intact, it wouldn't have been a week
Yeah, no, no,
to
no, no,
two
no,
weeks that this was a prolonged. She would have wiped
no.
out the entire place and that was it. Literally, as she ran, it done. Pack your bag, Kaido. You're doing what I tell you to do, and that's it. Because
Realize.
that's the only way. That was the only way it was going to work. She had to be nerfed for that entire time
Hmm.
so that they could even get
Hmm.
to that level.
Hmm.
Luffy would have never even learned his ability. He would have had time.
Hmm.
She would have crushed the place. She would have crushed the place. That's it. That's it.
Notice
It's
that
done.
King, one of probably the strongest Lunarian. Well, he I think he is the well. I don't remember if he's the last Lunarian, but anyways, one of the strongest Lunarians there. King didn't even confront her. He made sure to keep his distance, flying,
100%.
and made sure that he attacked the ship so she could go plummeting. King didn't want none of that. He was like, "Nah, I ain't going to fight Big Mom. I'll hinder her, but I don't get paid enough for suicide."
Yeah.
So if you
He's
ask
last.
me
Last.
who I want to see come
Mm.
back, 100% Big Mom. I don't really care about Kaido. I'm gonna watch my mouth because we're live streaming, but
Literally.
yeah, blank Kaido for sure.
Literally.
Because
Nope.
I don't dragons are cool and all, but you know giant lizard could stay where he is. It is what it is. Big Mom
100%.
though, I'd love to see come back. I'd
100%.
love to see Big Mom come back. So now
100%.
let
Nah. Yeah, 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 yeah. We don't, bro. We don't need it.
well
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. In this case, 100%.
Mhm.
100%.
Guys, thank you for tuning
True,
in.
true, true. Definitely with
I'm
you on
not
that. Definitely with you on that.
So, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm not like closing or anything, but I'm gonna leave it up to Dragon. But I want to apologize about the latency issues. Naturally, we're able to just converse back and forth. We're gonna try and work our best and hardest on that to try and figure out what's going on. See if that we can get that fixed so we can have a smoother discussion. We're a bit more animated and it's more fun when we actually be able to hear each other at the right time. We can actually respond properly. So again, I want to apologize on both our behalfs. It's possibly my latency issue, so, but regardless, I'm thankful that Dragon allowed me
Yeah, we do.
to jump in on his
Mhm.
channel for a little bit and be able to strut my stuff a little bit and our stuff because you're going to see a lot more
True.
collabs. As you see the flyer
Mhm.
there, that's me and Dragon. So we're going to be doing a lot more collabs. We're going to be doing more of this content stuff, etc. And we hope to see you guys here. We love to have these conversations, and we love to like to talk to you guys. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna pass the baton to Dragon here.
Yeah. 100. Yeah, so definitely appreciate you, bro. Definitely, no worries at all. We can definitely do this again. But definitely jump in the description. Go follow that. That's his only for YouTube. So go to his YouTube page, get subscribed, get him up to 50 subscribers. We start this thing on his channel. We go full blown. We're going into reading anime. Trust me. If you think this was good, when we're actually reading and we can see everything, the artwork is going to be even crazier. So definitely go over there, subscribe. Appreciate you all for watching and show some love. Show some love, man. Appreciate you all again. But we'll do this again,
Thank you,
100%.
Dragon. Appreciate it.
You're not getting rid of us.
Appreciate it. Okay. All right, guys. Again, thanks again. We're going to sign off here then, and yeah, tune in again. We will be here every day but Sunday.